going on, guys? It's your host TDub110 here, back for another qualifying session at Forza Horizon Drift League. And real quick, Forza Horizon Drift League is presented by Trifecta Drift Team. Do you meet the Trifecta speed, proximity, style? Also presented by Plantronics Gaming. Gear up and gear good. Also sponsored by 110 Customs. We don't just give 100% effort, we give you 110. Also sponsored by Figurative Tuning. Need a drift tune that needs a little bit of tweaking or just a whole new drift tune in general? Go to Figurative Tuning, they'll help you figure it out. Also sponsored by HKS Performance, bringing style of drifting since 2002. Also by Team 5 Zagan, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, Strictly Sideways, and our newest sponsor, Vapors Vape Shop. So, like I said, this is another qualifying session on Saturday. This is the 1 p.m. Central session. And we're going to go ahead and unmute my co-host for this weekend, Drift Lurkin, our newest judge. What's up, Lurkin?
Not much. Kind of excited to get these two going. So far today, we've had some pretty good qualifying runs coming through, a lot of good angle, and hitting most of the clipping points from everybody. Hopefully these guys can keep it up and or top that bar with the best run we've seen so far.
I agree. And so, I said in the last one, it's supposed to be EGA 8 Drew and Lord Lowlife, both from Storm Drift. We still have yet to see Lord Life or Lowlife come in, but Ash, who was supposed to run, or FDB the Ash, who was supposed to run at 11 p.m. Central tomorrow, has moved up to now, so you'll see him running. He was your number one qualifier at Surfers Paradise North. Ash still looking for his first FHDL win. He's been qualifying towards the top quite a bit ever since last season. So, 1 second, let me get my volume turned down on my speakers. And then we're gonna go, I'm gonna get the traffic glitch, and then I'll go through the course preview. And then either myself or the new head judge, until we figure out what's going on with Trent Figure, is Twin Terpskis. So anyway, so far we, like Lurkin said, we have seen some drifting going on today, and so far we're off to a good start. We've only had one dropout and one no-show, so so far people have been showing up like they should, Lurkin.
Yeah, and it's coming out really nicely. Everybody that has come out have driven in the rain, and or the fact of the matter, they've been coming in strong and finishing strong. We've only so far that's messed up on one of the runs, but to the point of no return. But other than that, everybody's been doing the good and keeping it going and setting the bar each time they run.
Exactly. So Terpsky's is already back here, but drivers will start here at the end of this white line here on my right, and the lead car will be on the left, chase car will be on the right. Then they'll do a 40-mile-an-hour roll to the end of this next white line. Once they hit there, they will hit the throttle and get on the gas, accelerating and initiating at this sign here. My car will also be parked there. That's where they're going to initiate, and then heading into an inside clip. Just a reminder, people, normally we go off the lines, but this course we are going off the road edge. So then it's going to be an inside clip here, sweeping back out to an outside zone, and then you're going to hold it around this whole corner, then sweeping back out just a little bit, transitioning, getting this front inside clip here at this sign. If it gets taken out, then someone will go park there. But then you're going to be transitioning again back into an inside clip, coming through the chicane. For a good setup for the outside zone that's coming up, you're going to probably want to be in the right lane, but it doesn't matter where. There's no clips or zones or anything through that chicane, but then it will be an inside clip exiting the chicane, sweeping back out to an outside zone. We want to see you get a tire past this white line, but not on the dirt. If you hit a dirt, it'll count as a tire drop, and if you don't get past the white line, it will not count as hitting the zone. So then you're going to come back in. You can go anywhere about through here, but we really want to see about a midline coming into this next outer zone, about right here, and you're going to try to hold that, and then come in on a hard decel, hitting an inside clip here on this hairpin, sweeping back out to an outside zone, and hold that angle until you hit the speed trap. Once your screen flashes because you hit the speed trap, you may lay off the throttle and just cruise. But please, if you don't want to zero on your run, I advise you hold that angle until you hit the speed trap, even if you're going to go off course after the finish, because if you straighten or go opposite drift before it, it will put you at a zero on that run. So as well as mind you, as well as anywhere else on the course. It will result in a 0 if you straighten or go opposite drift. So let's go ahead and line the car up with the initiation point. Get in follow cam, aka drone mode. So now Tursky's going to go through it, and I'm going to commentate it as we do, just so you guys are kind of prepared of how it's going to go down. So Tursky's just honk your horn when ready, and then you may go. All right, there's his horn. He's off for his 40-mile-an-hour roll, getting a little squirrely off the start. Hits the accel zone, initiates a little bit of a late initiation, getting the inner clip, coming out to the outside zone. Oh, but he spins. Head judge, the new head judge spins. So he's going to go ahead and continue the course. Normally that would be a 0, but we're kind of showing you how it needs to be ran, dropping a tire there. Coming into the second clip through the chicane, getting the inner clip, but dropping a tire on the outer zone. Coming through this section to the second outer zone, dropping a tire almost to, getting the inner clip, and then getting the outer zone, and hits the speed trap for the finish. So, if anybody was here for the first qualifying session of the day, normally we do a 5-minute delay for rain. Just that way, we're trying to be fair. But since the rain is really, as Lurkin has said in past broadcasts for qualifying this weekend, it is very harsh on this course when the road is wet, right, Lurkin?
Yeah, it is. It's very unforgiving. You make one little mistake that you can't adjust to, and it's over for you. You're going to end up spinning out or going off course, or straightening out in the aspect of it. It is very harsh, so it's something to be careful for.
Right, and luckily it looks like it stopped. But anyway, I was saying, normally we do a 5-minute delay, but for this course we will do a 10-minute. So the only one that's in here so far that did sign up for this time is EJ8 Drew, one of the newest members of Storm Drift. So Drew, if you could please pull up to the line. All right. So Drew, honk when ready, and you may go for your first qualifying run. All right, there's his horn. He's going to go off for his 40-mile-an-hour roll in that 86. He accelerates, initiates, good initiation, a little bit of angle checky, but may have just got that clip there. Getting out to the outside zone. Oh, but then brings it shallow. Gets that inner clip still, though. I don't know how he's able to come back and get that. Not sure if he got the first clip through the chicane. Here he comes through the second one. Definitely gets it without dropping a tire. Coming through the outside zone, might have just barely got it. Can he get the second outer zone? He does. It looks like his car might be lagging just a tad. Hits the inside clip perfectly, and then may have just dropped the tire on the outside zone before the finish, so we're going to have to go back and check him. He did drop a tire on the outer zone before the finish, but did he on the outer zone here? It looks like his tire track's already gone. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong part. That's my fault. So it looks like he might have not dropped the tire, so I think he's good there. So just again, honk when ready and go for your final qualifying round, Drew. All right, and he's off. First 40-mile-an-hour roll in his final qualifying run. He accelerates, hits the initiation point. Good angle off the start, but did not get the inner clip. Here he comes to the outside zone, holding that same angle. He may have just barely got it. Getting the inside clip without dropping a tire. Getting the inner clip before the chicane, perfect. Here he comes through the second clip, does not get it, but can he get the outer zone? He does. Oh, but he nearly straightens, getting through the second outside zone. May have just dropped the tire, out to go back and check. Gets the inner clip, gets the outer zone, and hits the finish. So just double checking for tire drops. He was right on the edge of the road for the one before the finish, so that is not a tire drop. But he definitely did on the second outer zone leading to the hairpin. So thank you, Drew, for coming out and running, and very good runs by him, Lurkin.
Yeah, it was a very good run from him. He did, like you said, on that second run, his initiation on that drift, getting that angle. That's something that we'd like to see, getting that wide angle going into that. Other than dropping some tires, it's that run was a solid run, and if he didn't drop those tires, that could have been the best run we've seen so far today.
All right, so Lurkin, or not Lurkin, sorry about the Lurkin, but Lowlife is still not in here, but Ash is, who changes time. So Ash, could you please pull up to the line? Ash obviously still running for Trifecta Drift Team, the drift team who's presenting the Drift League this season. All right. So when ready, Ash, honk your horn, then you may go. And he's off and running that BMW M5. He accelerates, initiates, good initiation, but just missing the inner clip. Can he get the outside zone? Oh, sorry for the back camera angle, but he does get the outer zone. Does not get the second clip, though. Here he goes through here. May have been close enough for the inner clip, but nearly spins. But he saves it, only dropping one tire. I don't know how he was able to save that. Getting the inner clip, getting the outer zone. Little bit of angle checky, though. Dropping a tire on the second zone, nailing the inside clip on the hairpin, dropping a tire on the outer zone, and hits the finish. I don't know how he saved that through the chicane, Lurkin.
I have no idea. It looked like he was going straight over into that truck over here, but somehow he managed to rip that e-brake and spin that car over to the other side to go into the next drift and hammer down. Other than all the tire drops and that little mishap, that was a solid run from him.
Exactly, and Ash has proven, I don't know if you've seen it before, Lurkin, but at Surfers Paradise North in his qualifying run, he did the same thing down the pike through some mad angle and was able to bring it back. We all thought he was spinning, and that got him the #1 qualifier spot, so hopefully they'll do it this time. But here we go. Ash, honk when ready, and then you may go. And here we go for his final qualifying run, and then we will wait till the 30-minute mark in the stream for Lowlife to see if he's going to make it or be disqualified or rescheduled. Good initiation, getting the inside clip, getting the zone. So far, a really good run for Ash. Not getting that clip yet again down the straight stretch here. Getting that inner clip before the chicane. Getting the second clip perfectly. Can he get the outer zone? He does. A little bit of angle checky yet again, but he did not straighten. Dropping a tire again on the second zone. Did not get the inner clip on the hairpin that time, though, but gets the zone on the outer zone before the finish. And if he improved on that run, Lurkin, and it looked beautiful.
It did look beautiful. The only thing that I'm noticing that a lot of drivers are making a mistake is on those two outside clipping points on that second one. They always normally end up going off of the road and dropping one tire. Other than that, he had a really solid run, and I look forward to seeing him in the future.
Exactly. So now we are going to... okay, so real quick, while Terpsky's just asked me, next event signups will open in 2 days on Monday. That is also when the course preview will be up for the next course called Rainforest Run. And then also, like I just said, the signups will open, and that's also when open practices for that will start. But that's also when closed practices start for this course for the top 20 drivers who qualify. So appreciate you letting me know about that, Terpskys, and reminding me. Lowlife is down to 15 minutes. So if you know him, please try to get in contact with him and let him know. His gamer tag is Lord Lowlife, and it's spelled capital L 0 lowercase r lowercase d space capital L or 0 lowercase w capital L lowercase I lowercase f lowercase e. So that's Lord Lowlife with zeros as the O's and nothing but capital L's. So we will wait that 15 minutes. We'll wait that 15 minutes as we are waiting. Hold on 1 second. Getting some messages from other drivers. Okay, all right. So just got word that Carnage King, any of you guys rooting for Carnage King, he just pushed his time back, but not sure exactly on the time yet. Let's see here. Who was that, Terpskys? Yes. Right. I mean, right. Right. And so sorry for the pause, guys, because you guys can't you guys can't hear him, but So he was so Shardy M98, as you guys have watched the stream before, he was supposed to show up at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to run, but he did not run. He did not even show. And he's kind of upset about it, and he was saying he was down with an illness. Unfortunately, we don't give or take on any illness or like any. We used to be a little bit lenient with like family issues and stuff like that, but we aren't anymore. We had to get kind of strict on that because people were taking advantage of it. But if you were sick and you knew you were sick and that's why you could not make it, you need to let us know ahead of time saying, hey, I need to reschedule, I'm sick. Is there any way we can do it later today or tomorrow? So that's how he should have handled it. Unfortunately, that is how it's going to go for him. So then, like I said, Carnage King is moving his time back. Not sure on the time. So let's see here, just checking through the messages, and just in case there's any questions that I need to announce. So let's see here. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Turbskis. Let's see here. Hold on, got a message about a driver. Let's see here. So looks like John wanted an invite to the party a minute ago, or a little while ago. I'll have to invite him after the session. And then let's see here, Godzilla GTR. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, guys. Just taking some messages. Sorry about that. Lurking so far, we like you said, we've been seeing some good runs, and we've only seen like maybe one or two big mistakes that people have made.
Yeah, and most of it is on those 2 outer clipping points coming out through towards that last inner clipping point. Seems like everybody hits that one perfectly fine coming out of the chicane, and then that second one, it seems to mess everybody up. They just either have too much speed, or when they do that, rip their e-brake, it just makes them drop a tire because they can't control what they're doing, is what it seems like maybe. But other than that spot right there, most drivers are hitting almost all of the clipping points and doing it with a really good angle and really good speed on top of that.
Exactly. Like you said, like I agree. The only spot that I'm seeing mistakes, like big mistakes that could even cost them, is through the long sweeper where people are getting a little angle checky and it's getting a little too close for comfort, because if you just go a little bit too much being angle checky, you could easily go straight or opposite drift, and that's going to put a 0 on your run.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't want to do. I know it's a decel zone, but you can still keep your angle. Just don't need to rip your e-brakes as hard as people have been, from what I've been seeing.
Exactly.
People are ripping it and dropping tires, almost actually dropping 2 on some people coming through that, from what I've seen, at least from the previous runs.
Right. And I don't know about you other drivers, or even you Lurkin or Turbskis, but if I was competing and I was running this course, I would much rather take a tire drop by running the line a little incorrect than straightening or going opposite drift and getting a 0.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep your angle. You don't want to go opposite drift. If you have to drop a tire, it's inevitable. Just drop the tire, because you can make up for it with that angle and keeping your line the whole time, and hitting all the clipping points.
Right. And like we explained in earlier broadcast, one tire drop is just a minor deduction, but if you go opposite drift or straight, like we just said, it's going to put a 0 on your run. So we would much rather have you guys take the tire drop and risk running a perfect line than going straight or opposite drift, and all you know is 0. Now you're at the bottom of the field. So Low Life is down to 8 minutes. He's also a new member to Storm Drift. I think he just joined within the last week. But yeah, so he He's got 8 minutes. Hopefully, he at least responds and says that he needs to reschedule. Because if he doesn't by that time, then it will be another disqualification. That'll be the second one on the day.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to that. I hope he does get back to us in time to reschedule or to get in here and do his qualification run.
Exactly. Just a little bit of talk away from that because we're kind of running out on what to talk about. But being your first FHE event, Lurkin, what do you think so far?
Um, there's a lot of great drivers. From what I've been seeing in the past, from what I've watched on the videos and from stream, you guys do really good courses. The judges are very fair, coming through, and a lot of really great drivers that just they make that simple mistake and it just costs them everything. But other than that, I feel like everybody's nice here and very warm welcoming to me, coming in and helping out.
Always, and glad that you come out and help us because I'm telling you, I also hope that I hope Trent figures out what he's gonna do, and I hope that he comes back because 3 judges would definitely help out a lot. That's a problem we've had so far this season is not having enough judges and people disagreeing with calls because of it. But I guess since there's not really anything else to talk about, we'll just play some music for a few minutes and see if we can hear anything back. If not, then we'll go ahead and end the stream. And unfortunately, it will be a disqualification. So we will be right back.
Inside the book that I wrote, all of the words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes. Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose. I can see through your disguise. Lay it down, hope for something better. Looking at the clouds, the sliver in the weather. You can't keep this up. The lies are just too much. Kick back, start another fire. Looking at the clouds, making shapes that you admire. And you can't stop it now, 'cause you don't know how.
All right, guys, we are back, and just real quick, sending a message before we conclude this. 1 second, guys. I do apologize. I was hoping I'd get it done before we came back. All right, so we're coming in at right at 29 minutes. He's down to 1 minute before disqualification. And that's going to be unfortunate for Storm Drift. I'm sure they were really hoping to see what this new driver could do. So let me get back into chat real quick, just in case there's anything in there that needs to be answered. I don't think so. It looks like it's just a few people. So it looks like, hold on, I might have you muted, Lurkin, by accident. There we go. All right, now you're unmuted, but it looks like Lowlife is going to get disqualified here.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I've sent him multiple messages. I know Twin Tursky has sent him a bunch. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, it's looking like he is going to be getting disqualified for being a no-show to his qualification run.
Exactly. So we have hit the 30-minute mark. So Lord Lowlife from Storm Drift is now officially disqualified due to the no-show and no response to a time change. So the next one, let me see if I can bring it up here. 1 second. Gonna take a minute to load up. Apparently, should have already had it pulled up, I thought, but taking forever. iPad does that. Well, my iPad does, considering I got a first gen. But anyway, so the next session, I believe, is going to be in about 30 minutes, but I'll tell you who it is in just a minute. Let's see here. So, yes, there's going to be a bunch of people. There's going to be a bunch of people running at 2 p.m., so let me highlight it so I can tell you. Let's see here. And right there. Okay, so the drivers is going to be quite a few of them. It's going to be Stinky Bog 82, Carnage King 87, but as we said, Carnage King is moving his time back. And it's going to be Death Wish 1448, Spared Block 7332, YRN, Deathstroke, Salzig, and Godzilla GTR 36. Godzilla is the other co-leader to Camo Dude of Strictly Sideways, so we will see those guys then. Until then, real quick, FHDL is presented by Trifecta Drift Team and Plantronics Gaming, sponsored by 110 Customs Figurative Tuning, HKS Performance, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, Strictly Sideways, Team 5 Zygon, and Vapors Vape Shop. So we will see you guys in about a half hour, and as always, from me and Lurkin, keep it slideways.